I mean, yeah.
That was my biggest thing. Amy, we have maybe 10 viewers at any given time on YouTube.
At most.
Check out my posts, maybe a couple people each meeting for council. With the money that we'll have to put out to accommodate that, I'd rather just have it in person. I know it's convenient, but also I think with some of the technology replacing social interaction and things that we're trying to do is not great either. So, because even this business plan, I think is 300 participants, which wouldn't cover all of our households in the village. And that's $199. I know there's add-ons, but.
Well, the add-ons are outrageously expensive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just to add on to cover those extra households in the village would probably almost double that. That's what I'm seeing. And for the couple people we get before council each meeting, and a couple people watch the YouTube videos each meeting, I'm not sure. That'd be an investment there.
Well, and most other small villages like ours do not attempt to have enough spaces for every household.
Yeah.
They just go for a list.
The Facebook videos, I think that's the only one that has actually videoed the whole time. So maybe we need to stop doing that and do the Facebook and then upload it to our website from there, and just do Facebook instead of a YouTube. But take that Facebook and upload it to YouTube or whatever. But that would at least get the video going. Now, part of the meeting, I think, to me, my opinion, restrictions are lifting and not getting stricter. I think that if we're going to do that, that would be only in the worst case scenario that we're back to restrictions.
Right.
I think that at that point we might have to, but my opinion, I think having them here is the better option, because I think people want that interaction. That's why they come.
Well, so here's another aspect to the interaction. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you, but from time to time, all of our behavior, as Mrs. Young pointed out, is less than desirable at the last meeting. So that would also give whoever's in charge a little bit more control, a little less of tension perhaps, that often happens. So, whether it be members of council, myself included, or members before council, behaviors are not always ideal. Mrs. Young was spot on in what she said last meeting.
Well, we definitely want to hope that changes.
Yeah, I'm with Terry. If we get to a point where we're getting more restrictive and things are tightening up again, I'd be interested in looking into something. But for right now, I don't know if the money spent would be worth it.
Just point, what restrictions have these?
Just as far as how many numbers are out in the state of Ohio each day.
Restrictions.
Well, they went from 6 feet to 3 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
I mean, that's something.
But that's it.
We're all having big parties now.
But it's not a governmental restriction, so the restrictions happen. People just don't care.
If you've had both vaccines, you can get around some of that. So they've had all kinds of stuff coming out. So.
Not changes to the restrictions.
I'd say no, but that's just my opinion.
I'm just concerned with spending, because we're not gonna be able to do, I know you're saying they're not, other municipalities aren't buying enough to be able to accommodate for each household, and I get that, but if each one of us are logged in, that also takes away another.
Sure, you're right.
And then, the thing the problem is, it only takes one person to say, well, I don't have access to that because there were too many people logged in, and then they're gonna come, and then we're gonna be in trouble for not having an open meeting. And that's something that I know that other municipalities are, they're risking that, especially if they're only buying enough for 100 people. Because it only takes one person and then you have a lawsuit, and that's a violation of state. So, I don't know, I don't hate the Zoom meeting idea. I just don't think that right now is a time to do it. In the beginning of this, it was great when we looked into it, and I think it was more expensive. I think they've come down a little bit in price, because we did look at this several months back. We looked at a couple options, and it was just, not cost effective for us.
Yeah, I like the Zoom for several reasons, but I also understand what you guys are saying and want to be compliant for open meetings and for all the participants. And of course, building relations and working together and going forward is important. But the Zoom is really convenient, and if we need to go that route, I'm glad that it's there. I'm thankful Jeff has done this research and brought this to us to discuss and look into.
Okay, we've already covered spades, bills, and street for the business.
I'm gonna make a motion to pay some bills.
I just have one question about the bills. Sorry, guys. Why are there a charge for Mr. Corbin's law office?
That was from last month, from the month before that he billed,
For annexation stuff, or?
finalizing of that stuff, yeah.
Okay.
It was.
I just wanted to be clear what we were using him for.
That should be the last bill for him.
Until we call him for something else.
He doesn't contract till the first of the year.
So he
For
only
the, you
bills,
mean for the annexation, okay, sorry.
but he only bills for what we use, but yeah, it was some of that and some of the other stuff that you can review the bill if you want. This is a problem.
I just figured you'd
I'm not
tell me.
exactly sure, I didn't look at it to break it
Okay.
down, but I think it was some of the annexation, so.